Chapter 23. Foul Play. "I am sorry, Detective," said Stella, as she looked across at him in the library, "but try as I might, I can't quite believe it was just an accident. I think it might be—" She hesitated at first before saying the word. "Murder." "Murder indeed," Strauss tutted. "And what makes you, young miss, so convinced it was foul play?" Stella took a deep breath and gathered her thoughts. "Listen, Detective Strauss. My aunt made us all a pot of tea on the morning of the accident." "What a very kind and caring thing to do," mused the detective. "Yes, and completely out of character for her," snapped the girl. The detective stroked his luxuriant moustache. "I would be very interested in how you can say Aunt Alberta murdered your parents with a pot of tea." "Ha!" The man laughed uproariously at the thought. The little girl hesitated for a moment before she replied, "Because I think she laced the tea with poison." The detective fell silent for a moment. He gave the girl a cold, hard stare which sent shivers down her spine. "You think or you know?" he demanded. "I know. I think. I know." Stella was going to pieces now. It was if she who was being interrogated. "Miss, I hardly need remind you that this is an extremely grave allegation to make." Again the girl began to doubt herself. Her version of events started unravelling in her mind like a falling ball of string. However, Stella was sure of one very important thing. "I have read lots of murder mysteries," she began. "Oh, so this is where all this nonsense is coming from," snorted the detective. "I learned that with most murders the killer has a motive. That's often how a crime is solved, and my aunt had a very strong motive." "A motive, miss?" chuckled Strauss. "You'll be putting me out of a job. What, then, could possibly be your aunt's motive?" The girl took a deep breath before answering. "She wants this whole house to herself. She always has, ever since she was a little girl." "Oh, is that so, miss?" The detective's tone was now bitterly sarcastic. "Yes," Stella was sure of it. "She keeps on saying I have to sign the deeds to Saxby Hall over to her. Luckily, she can't find them anywhere." Strauss shook his head. "Most likely your aunt just wants to take care of everything for you, miss." The detective had an answer for everything. He hesitated for a moment before asking Stella, "Of course, the deeds would be very useful evidence in this case. You don't happen to know where they are hidden, do you?" "No." Without thinking, the girl's eyes darted over the shelf of the library where she knew the Tiddlywinks rule book was. Stella couldn't help herself. She was unused to lying, and now was sure she had given away where Papa had hidden the deeds. The girl didn't trust Detective Strauss. If he knew where the deeds were, he may very well give them to Aunt Alberta. Strangely, the man seemed to come crashing down on the woman's side on everything. The detective smiled to himself. "Then why did you look over there to the shelf when you said no, miss?" "I didn't," protested the girl, unable to stop herself glancing back to the book again. The detective knew a lie when he heard one. He jumped down from the sofa and waddled over to the bookshelves. "What are you doing?" asked Stella. "Just browsing through all of the books you have here in Saxby Hall," replied the detective. "Perhaps I should take you to Papa's study." Instead, Stella gently trying to guide the man out of the library. "I don't think so, miss. You run along to the kitchen and bring me back a glass of your best sherry." "Now?" gulped Stella. "Yes, now," replied Strauss firmly. With that, he took the girl by her arm and bustled her out of the library, shutting the door behind him with a slam.